Welcome if you join us. The President of the Republic's Excellency, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, inaugurated the national swimming pool located just behind the large Hassan Guled Abtidan Stadium. A colorful ceremony organized by the State Secretary for Youth and Sports saw the participations of the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the State Secretary for Youth and Sports, the President of the Swimming Federations, a member of the government, the Mayor of Djibouti City, as well as senior officials from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, hosted by the artists Gesod and Abizid with their most beautiful hits intended for young people. The ceremony also saw a number of divine enthusiasts, but also many young swimming enthusiasts youth. On his arrival, the President of the Republic was warmly welcomed by the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the State Secretary for Youth and Sports, and the President of the Swimming Federations, Mr. Ali Adabo Ali. Accompanied by the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the Secretary of State for Youth and Sports, the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, visited the new swimming pool open to the public. The new national swimming pool includes administrative premises, in particular an office for a manager, a stock for equipment, and a platform for spectators. It also has two changing rooms, one for women and another for men. In addition to this vocation to provide the development of swimming in Djibouti, the new national swimming pool is added to the creations of more and more buildings for the benefit of sports, a source of well-being and fulfillment for our young people. In a statement made by the President of the Republic, he described the realizations of the national swimming pool as a new additive in the services of entertainment of for our youth. The President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, therefore did not fail to congratulate the Secretary of State for Youth and Sport for the realizations of this national swimming pool. This is a sport infrastructure that will further connect our country with the prospect of training new talent in the field of the swimming pool. He also added that as Secretary of State for Youth and Sport, his happiness. He said that I am delighted with the commissioning of this new national swimming pool, which will meet the expectations of the Swimming Federation, but also all lovers of the sea and water. The president of the Djiboutian Swimming Federation, Mr. Ali Adabo Ali, expressed his joy and happiness to take part in the inauguration of this national swimming pool, long waited by his federations. Djibouti participated in the African Innovation Week 2020, which was held by correspondents in Djibouti from 30 November in the premises of Salam Tower. The African Innovation Week being a global movement aimed at boosting innovations and entrepreneurship that bring tangible and inclusive development to the African continent. Collaborators with the World Cup of Startups, the largest competition of startups in the world, where the winner of 200 innovators will have the opportunity to present their innovations that address local challenges for 5 days, and finally to compete for the grand prize of $1 million. The championship strives to be an anchor of support and to highlight the essential value of bright local young innovators and their contribution to an economically prosperous future.
Investors and the likes to come together and collaborate on a common platform. And our goal today was really to put on and to showcase homegrown innovation that are coming from our youth here. And I really believe that in order to solve today's problems, we really need to include the youth, because they are the ones that are going to be solving the problems of today's challenges.
On the sideline of African Innovation Week, the Minister of Energy recalled that he will be there to support young project creators. The Djiboutian youth showed themselves promising by exhibiting various innovations project and managed to win 6th place among the 100 pre-selected for the finals. The National Social Development Network, in partnership with the District Council of Torabora, organized yesterday a ceremony to create the Solidarity Fund in the district of Balbala. The event mobilized the entire populations of that district, and the associations has established a program for the creation of solidarity funds to help the population of the neighborhoods within the creation of income negative activities, which will be financed by the Fund of Solidarity. The Ali Sabih branch, affiliated to the Club of Young Djiboutian Entrepreneurs in close collaborations with the Minister of Muslims Affairs and wavering support of the prefecture and the regional council, closed the first regional fair of Askabil on the esplanade located in front of the premises of the prefectures. During the third day of the closing, parliamentarians came to visit this unity fair in the region, initiated by the young ambitious entrepreneurs. And the National Red Crescent Society of Djibouti launched this Thursday with the Tajura branch the awareness campaign about COVID-19 in the Tajura region. The day was to sensibilize but also emphasize the importance of washing hands with soap and bowel work against certain diseases, especially in a context marked by the corona pandemic and the barrier gesture to protect ourselves from coronavirus. On continental news, Austria plans to further tighten restrictions containment. The country's authorities consider that the measures that enter into force on November 3rd.
COVID-19 faced with the scale of a pandemic, Austria is reconfiguration itself. The Austrian government announced on Saturday the closure of schools and so-called non-essential stores 2 weeks after the implementation of a partial contamination which has failed to slow the rapid spread of the coronavirus in the country. Partial contamination with the establishment of a night curfew had been introduced in early November. Restaurants, museums, concert halls, sports spaces have been closed, but cases continue to explode. The average number of daily contaminations stood of 831 per million inhabitation on Saturday over the last 7 days.
Here we arrive at the end of this news edition. Thank you for watching us. Have a great evening.